Thank you so much, and thank you for joining us this afternoon. We've had so few formal kind of ceremonies here in Town Hall, but when Councilwoman Mullen brought this to my attention, we knew we just had to do something special to recognize the special efforts of these truly outstanding young people. I'm joined by Mary Kate Mullen, Councilwoman, and also MaryAnn Pfeiffer, who is the Executive Director of YES, Youth Enrichment Services, and she chairs our Drug and Opioid Awareness Task Force. And of course, Councilwoman Mullen is the Town Board liaison to that group. And what happened in this instance certainly bears relevance to the work that the task force is doing. So let me just reiterate what happened. While on a bike ride on Saturday, September 12th, the boys, and that's Riley Spencer, Ethan Christophersen, and Braedan Downey, jumped into action at the sight of a motor vehicle in distress in the middle of Purick Street in Bayport. They found an unconscious male behind the wheel of a still-running vehicle. After trying unsuccessfully to wake him, they immediately called 911 and stayed near the victim until first responders could arrive on the scene. The Bayport Fire Department arrived and administered 2 rounds of Narcan, which successfully revived the overdose victim. Having acted with clarity and purpose during these few precious minutes between life and death, the boys gave first responders the time they needed to arrive on the scene and administer the aid. First responders credited the boys' awareness and quick action for giving the victim a second chance at life and sobriety. According to the CDC, and this is absolutely staggering, there were more than 70,000 opioid and heroin overdose deaths last year, more than any other year in history. And this is something that the task force discusses and is wrestling with as we try to find answers to this epidemic. The boys' action saved a man's life and prevented him from becoming yet another victim, another part of that egregious statistic. So without further ado, I would ask, and we're going to do this again very socially distance appropriate, Ethan Christophersen to please come forward and accept this citation. And next we have Braedan Downey. And last but certainly not least, Riley Spencer. I just wanted to give the Councilwoman an opportunity to say a few words. This hometown knows the boys, so please, if you would, Mary Kate.
Thank you. Thank you, Supervisor Carpenter. September was a wonderful month for us on the task force, and when we put out those purple flags in Bayport, people were coming up to me and saying, what do they mean, what do they mean? And this is what it means. You boys are amazing. I am so proud of you. As a mom of boys similar ages, your quick thinking and the fact that you didn't even hesitate. You parents should be so proud because they saved a life. And the fact that we're doing this within the town to bring awareness to this problem. It is an epidemic, and as the supervisor said, this year has been even worse than ever. And we need to have more boys like you react, and we need to put an end to this epidemic. So thank you so much for bringing this to my attention, and keep up the good work. Again, we are so proud of you, and I am so proud of you as a Bayport Blue Point resident. So, thank you.
Thank you so much, Councilwoman Mullen. And yes, we are all very proud. You make us all proud. And I'd like to ask MaryAnn Pfeiffer to come say a few words. MaryAnn works with the youth in our town, across this town, sees a lot of these good kind of things happening, but unfortunately sees a lot of the negative things that are happening. And she graciously co-chairs our task force with Drew Scott, and they have made a difference, believe it or not. MaryAnn, if you would.
Thank you, Angie. You guys are amazing, and well, we know that because you're from Bayport Blue Point, and that's how it goes there. And I know that your superintendent is proud, and the entire community is. You saved a life, and you really even brought more awareness to it. So we put up a lot of flags, and we did a lot of work in a very difficult time and challenging time, and we knew what the mission was, but we never really knew that it would actually save a person right there and then. So thank you. But I also wanted to know if it's okay with the supervisor, if you guys would like to say something, because I talk all the time, and we'd like to hear from the guys behind the mask.
I'm Riley Spencer, and I'm just thankful for the opportunity to be there to save this man's life and give him another chance at life. I mean, without them, it would have been much more difficult to do it solo, so I'm just glad I had other people to help me get through the situation without freaking out, panicking, and be able to get people there who could save this man's life.
Can you tell us kind of what happened, like how you kind of came upon this car and kind of go through it a little bit?
Sure. So we're crossing Nichols Road, and we go around a slight bend, and we see a car in the middle of the road. And we pull up, car's still running, not sure what's really going on. And then we see that he's slumped over, really sweating. And then we start knocking on the glass, see if he's conscious. He's not. Keep knocking, keep knocking. We call 911, get people there. We see another volunteer from the city come over, help us out, get this guy out of the car, lay him down on the ground. And then Bayport Fire Department comes and administers 2 rounds of Narcan and saves him.
Well, that is awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, you're good. So Riley was their spokesperson and did a fine job. And thank you all for your action, for your caring about the human race, really. So thank you so much.